and welcome to another lesson for the flamenco guitar. I'm Ben Stubbs, and I'd like to congratulate you because here we are. We've made it to the final lesson in our series of how to play the Rumba flamenca in A minor. In this lesson, you'll learn how to turn your guitar into a percussive instrument. In particular, we're going to try and mimic the sound of a cajon. What is a cajon, anyway? A cajon is literally a drawer that was incorporated into the flamenco repertoire, as legend has it, by Paco de Lucia when he was on tour in South America. Supposedly he brought it back, and ever since then it's been a part of flamenco music as far as the percussion goes. So, without waiting any further, let's get started. Vámonos. Okay, so here's the secret on how to turn your guitar into a cajon. The first movement is the M and A fingers kind of joint together like this, and they're going to thump along the saddle of the guitar. Now, your guitar is going to respond to this thump differently. You may have to make contact along the saddle itself, or the bone. Or perhaps your guitar responds better, like mine does, when I do the thump right next to the saddle, but not on top of it, just where the strings are. Now here's the next movement. After the one, we have the and of one, which is up, middle, and A. This is kind of a rare occurrence. Usually when I show you to do upstrokes, it's either with the index or with the thumb. But in this case, since we've done our thump with our middle and our A down, there's nowhere really to go with those fingers but up. So as you go up, you're striking the treble strings, a little bit of the fourth string, a little bit of the fifth string. Let's combine those movements. So the one beat, one, and one, and. So you see my fingers are extended and then they recoil. And it's a grazing kind of a stroke. Not much nail, mostly flesh. And it's soft, the sound. One and, one and. The third movement is on the two beat. So we have one and two. One and two. And two is down with the same fingers that you struck up with, which are M and A. And those are grazing along the fifth, between the fifth string and the second string. And feel free just to let the other fingers follow along, just dropping. Just as all the fingers recoiled before on the previous movement, so forth will the fingers drop along with M and A. So we've got those ones, one and two. Now comes our next note. Here we have the and of two, which is up, thumb. One and two and. One and two and. One and two and. The fifth movement that we have is on the three beat. So that is done by slapping the hand, the palm, the fingers, along the fretboard between 15 and 18. One and two and three. One and two and three. Show it to you again. Here we go. One and two and three. And then the next movement is up index. So right after we strike the three, the and of three is up index. Now let's put it together in our sequence. One and two and three and. One and two and three and. Now if you're listening to what's going on here closely, what do you hear? You hear what seems to be a bass drum, like a kick, and a snare. Exactly. That's what's going on. We're mimicking a cajon, which kind of mimics a drum set, a kick and a snare. One and two and three and. One and two and three and. And now I present to you the final movement. Drum roll, please. That's it. This is the and of four. Putting that all together is one and two and three and four and. One and two and three and four and. And that's it. So listen for that kick. One, two. One, two, and three, and four, and one, and 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 two, and three. That's great and all. So that's the rhythm. What about the chords? Now for this ending sequence, we use the same chords that we've been using so far, which is E7, A minor, and E7, A minor, and then D minor, A minor, and then E7, A minor. And I'll show you how to play those within the context of our new rhythm. So, like I said, we thump, so not a conventional way of strumming the chord. We actually thump it and hold the E7. Now A minor, E7, A minor, D minor, A minor, A7, and do a full finger rasgueado, which is P, E, A, M, I, and P. Once again, and do it regular speed. Then we wrap it up with our picado section, which you can see in your tabs at patreon.com/flamenco for you. Now there are two different ways to fret this sequence. The first way is the procrastinator's way. What's that? You get to the 4th fret and you know you need to get to the 5th fret, but you ran out of fingers because you didn't think ahead. So you slide up and get to the 5th fret. Or there's the forward-thinking way of using your first finger on the F sharp like this. F sharp, and then, hey, I need to go to the 5th fret. I'm all good to go because I thought ahead. Is there a benefit of one over the other? Possibly, but the choice is yours. Now at this point, I need to mention two of the most important pieces of information for this entire final sequence, which are dynamics and speed. Both of those are going to increase as we go through. We start out quiet, mezzo forte, and then we move up to forte. But that's not all, okay? We speed up also. Slow, slow, a little bit faster. All right, so let's give it a run through together, starting out really slow at first. Here we go. Now just a wee bit faster. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and a special thanks to our producers over at patreon.com/flamenco for you for making this video course possible. Until next time, take care.